Wrapping a flat plane around a perfect 3D sphere is geometrically impossible. The material has nowhere to go. It buckles, overlaps, and structurally fails. The human body presents a geometrically worse problem. It is asymmetrical, highly irregular, and in a constant state of kinetic motion. Historically, master tailors functioned as early structural engineers. To map flat planes onto an organic form, they laid out their calculations on massive drafting tables, treating the fabric as a spatial math problem. Mass production bypasses this math. A loose-fitting garment ignores exact topology, relying on excess fabric to drape over the body, resulting in a baggy form. As this diagram illustrates, bespoke tailoring solves the topological nightmare by deconstructing the organic 3D shape into exactly 22 distinct flat geometric planes. Mapping those flat pieces back onto a living body rarely works on the first calculation. The process requires a strict, iterative feedback loop. A bespoke suit is engineered as a composite structural shell, calculated mathematically and physically stress-tested to fit exactly one form. This rotating wireframe maps the initial topography. A master tailor extracts spatial data from the body across 16 data nodes, tracking the shoulders, chest, back, and waist. That 3D point cloud data undergoes mathematical translation, converting body curves into a workable two-dimensional format. Watching the data flatten out, those 16 measurement nodes dictate the geometry to generate 8 master blueprints. Before a single cut is made, the raw material is pre-ironed. This eliminates isotropic shrinkage, removing unpredictable variables so the dimensions remain stable during assembly. Using those 8 flattened blueprints, the tailor cuts out the precise 22 functional components required. To account for visual balance, tailors apply symmetry processing. Seam markings are transferred through the layers, ensuring absolute bilateral mirroring across left and right panels. Precise 3D data collection is useless unless the geometric translation accounts for the flat material's limitations. No matter how accurately planes are cut, flat components cannot seamlessly wrap a curved body alone. This diagram demonstrates topological manipulation. By excising a thin triangular wedge known as a dart and joining the edges, the tailor forces the flat fabric to pop into a rigid, intentional 3D curvature. To test the manipulated planes, pieces are joined using temporary basting threads instead of permanent seams. This temporary fitting acts as a structural stress test, pitting two-dimensional calculations against the kinetic reality of a living subject. The tailor examines specific physical validation parameters: the overall balance of the garment, how the silhouette drops with gravity, and where movement places kinetic strain on the fabric. Tension nodes and misalignments are identified on the spot. The tailor marks these points directly onto the fabric with a basting pin. Next, the tailor completely disassembles the prototype shell, reducing the fully constructed garment back into exactly 22 isolated flat planes. With the pieces laid flat, the original chalk patterns are recalibrated based on the error data gathered during the physical stress test. The tailoring process is an iterative algorithmic feedback loop. Theoretical flat math must be physically tested, broken down, and corrected. Examining the internal architecture reveals a composite structural shell, built from multiple layers of specialized material. Hidden beneath the exterior is the interlining, a foundational architecture engineered to provide rigid structural support for the soft outer components. This introduces a specific topological problem: the lapel. It requires a rolling, three-dimensional volume to sit properly on the chest, but it cannot contain any visible external seams to achieve that shape. This macro cross-section shows the engineering solution: pad stitching. A thread weaves between outer fabric and interlining. Pulled tight, both layers bow. Shifting views, varying tension from invisible stitches induces Gaussian curvature, permanently rolling the flat lapel inward. This heavy antique Singer sewing machine illustrates the alternative. Mechanical sewing rigidly binds items flat in two-dimensional space. Manual pad stitching is the only method capable of forcing invisible three-dimensional volume into the shell. To finalize the curve, the tailor uses heavy steam ironing, thermally setting that forced 3D shape directly into the material's structural memory. The volume of a suit's chest is dictated by the calculated tension engineered into hidden layers. The most mathematically demanding joint in the garment is the connection of the sleeve to the bodice, known as the armhole. As seen in this diagram, the connection presents a strict geometric discrepancy. To allow for kinetic arm movement, the sleeve's circumference is intentionally cut larger than the armhole it must attach to. Feeding this mismatch into a machine causes mechanical failure, creating sharp folds. To resolve this, the tailor manually micro-distributes the extra perimeter around the smaller opening, compressing the fabric so edges sit perfectly flush without overlaps. This meticulous manual distribution allows the sleeve to fall straight when resting, while easily handling kinetic stress during movement without visible wrinkling. Only after these flexible nodes are established by hand are the garment's remaining rigid seams permanently locked in by a machine. Achieving kinetic mobility in a structural shell requires the intentional geometric mismatching of parts, resolved through microscopic manual distribution. The final touches secure the structure. Shoulder pads are inserted for load bearing, and buttonholes are bound by hand to withstand high-friction wear. The double inner strap serves a specific functional purpose, acting as a mechanical tension line to maintain the jacket's structural balance when it is unbuttoned. A final thermal inspection uses precision ironing to lock the garment's exact silhouette into place one last time. In this final assembly, we see the full journey, extracting 16 spatial data points, generating 8 blueprints, cutting 22 flat planes, and subjecting all of it to a rigorous iterative testing loop. A bespoke suit is a precise three-dimensional structural shell, engineered from flat geometry to map perfectly onto a living human form.
Look at the human body in motion. It's an engineering nightmare. Our shoulders slope at different angles, spines curve, and muscles shift, stretch, and twist. This animated diagram shows exactly why most off-the-rack clothing feels restrictive. When mass manufacturers force our complex, organic geometry inside rigid, two-dimensional templates, the fabric has nowhere to go. It bunches, wrinkles, and restricts movement. Master tailor Kim Kwang-jung spent 3 decades navigating these structural contradictions at Chesterfield Tailor in Seoul. His method involves translating the unique topography of an individual client into a customized architectural blueprint, taking a flat piece of wool and engineering it to wrap flawlessly around a 3-dimensional form. But the measurements on a piece of paper only tell half the story. Taking a static mathematical blueprint and making it breathe with human biology requires physical intuition, earned over 30 years of practice. The tailoring process begins in a realm of raw data. Master Kim meticulously maps the client's body, capturing exactly 16 distinct numerical measurements. In this animation, you can see how those 16 isolated data points are extracted from the physical body and translated into a flat, two-dimensional plane. They form the precise boundaries for 8 distinct paper pattern pieces. Before any scissors touch the raw material, the wool fabric is aggressively pre-ironed with high heat and steam. This strips out latent tension in the weave, preventing unpredictable shrinkage later in the build. Using those original 8 paper patterns as guides, the single length of wool is fractured into exactly 22 individual geometric panels. Every individual piece is marked with chalk seams to guarantee perfect symmetry when the fabric is eventually unfolded and pieced back together. At this stage, creating a custom suit is a strict exercise in flat geometry. It is a mathematical process, bound by exact numbers, straight edges, and level planes. Those 22 flat pieces are loosely stitched together with a temporary basting thread. This creates a fragile, rough draft of the jacket for the client's first fitting. This is where Master Kim stops looking at the numbers and starts looking at the biology. He analyzes how the client naturally stands, reading micro-imbalances in shoulder height and observing how the fabric drapes over the body's tension points. Every structural correction is marked with a needle pin. Then comes a step that looks entirely destructive. He takes a pair of shears to the prototype and cuts it to pieces. The entire garment is disassembled, returning the wool back to flat panels. The tailor uses the physical pin marks from the fitting to overwrite the original paper blueprint. 30 years at a cutting table means understanding that the first pattern is rarely the final one. It is the friction between raw fabric and human flesh that reveals how to correct the mathematical blueprint. Now the permanent construction begins. The strict geometry is left behind, replaced by tactile, manual intuition. Look at this cross-section of the lapel. To create a natural chest roll, tailors use a technique called pad stitching. They weave thousands of tiny, invisible stitches between an internal canvas layer and the outer wool, creating isolated points of tension. This physical strain forces the two flat materials to buckle and arch into a permanent three-dimensional curve. Master Kim relies on unsewn hand techniques during this phase, physically pulling, stretching, and easing the fabric to sculpt localized volume directly into the wool. The shoulder connection requires precise mechanical manipulation. As this wireframe demonstrates, the wide cylinder of the sleeve has a larger circumference than the armhole it needs to attach to. Master Kim manually gathers the excess sleeve fabric with a needle, evenly compressing the wool to bridge the gap. By compressing the fabric this way, the sleeve holds hidden slack. When the arm swings upward, that gathered material expands smoothly, instead of pulling tight or bunching up at the shoulder. Before the collar is ever stitched to the bodice, it is subjected to extreme physical stress. A heavy iron, intense heat, and a deluge of steam are used to violently warp the straight strip of wool, stretching the fibers until they lock into a rigid, arcing collar shape. These structural curves rely on the unquantifiable hand feel of the craftsman, utilizing techniques that cannot be programmed into an automated sewing machine. Even the final microscopic details are executed manually. The inner pockets, the bound buttonholes, and the final brand label are all stitched by hand, tasks that automated machines cannot replicate with the same clean precision. When the suit drapes over the client, its most effective features remain hidden. Elements like a double inner strap silently anchor the jacket to the body, preventing the front panels from flapping open when the jacket is left unbuttoned. An automated factory can punch out hundreds of identical jackets in the time it takes to finalize a single bespoke sleeve. Mass production prioritizes pure velocity over anatomical precision. The finished garment represents 30 years of invisible experience applied to the biological engineering of the human form.